Hello there, how are you? In this session, we will discuss about a very important international business economics theory, that is absolute advantage. Okay, first of all, let's consider what is the absolute advantage. Absolute advantage means the ability to produce a high portion of goods and services using the same amount of input or using less amount of inputs, ability to produce the same quantity of goods and services. So absolute advantage theory is very important theory for the international trade. When countries engaging in international trade, they check whether they can receive a benefit. If they don't receive any benefit, they don't engage in international trade. To check that, absolute advantage theory provide a very important base. So not only the countries, but also business organizations and individuals also check the absolute advantage sometimes in their decisions. The famous economist Adam Smith has developed the theory of absolute advantage in his book of the Wealth of Nations. This book was published in the 18th century. Okay, now let's understand about the absolute advantage using an example. We can calculate the absolute advantage using two main approaches. They are output approach and input approach. Today we will consider about the output approach. In output approach, we consider number of output can be produced using a 1 unit of input. Okay, we assume that both Canada and USA can produce mobile phones and computers using labor. So we check within one labor hour how many mobile phones and how many computers can be produced for those countries. Okay. When we consider about USA can produce mobile phones and computers. USA can produce 3 mobile phones within one labor hour. Within one labor hour, or it can produce 4 computers. Okay, 4 computers within one labor hour. USA can't produce 3 mobile phones and 4 computers within a labor hour. It only can choose one option. They can choose to produce 3 mobile phones, or they can choose to produce 4 computers within one labor hour. When we consider about Canada can produce 5 mobile phones or 2 computers. Okay, 2 computers within a labor hour. This country also cannot produce both 5 mobile phones and 2 computers within a labor hour. It also can choose one alternative option. Okay, did you get my point? Um, so can you tell me which country produce more mobile phones within an labor hour? USA produced 3 and Canada produced 5. So Canada produced more mobile phones within a labor hour. Okay. Uh, when we consider about computers, USA produced more computers than Canada. It can produce 4 computers within a labor hour, but Canada only produced 2 computers within a labor hour. So we can say that Canada is more specialized to produce mobile phones. Okay, Canada is more specialized to produce mobile phones than USA. That means that Canada has absolute advantage of producing mobile phones. When we consider about USA is more specialized to produce computers. Okay, that means USA has absolute advantage of producing computers. So when they engaging in international trade, USA should produce what? USA should produce computers. It should produce more computers and export. But USA should produce less mobile phones. USA should produce less mobile phones and it can import mobile phones from Canada. It's simply USA should export computers and import mobile phones from Canada. Did you get? Okay. Next, on the other hand, Canada should produce more and export mobile phones because it can produce more mobile phones within a labor hour than USA. So it should produce more mobile phones. It should produce less and import computers from USA. In simply, USA can produce, in simply, Canada can produce Canada can produce mobile phones and export them to the USA behalf. They can import the computers from the USA. Next, we will consider about second absolute advantage example. Okay, we will consider about real life examples. Assume that you are a accountant. You are accountant. You are a professional accountant. You are a very good accountant. But you can cook also. You can cook foods. But you are not professional for that. You can cook, but you are not very good for that. So you decide to uh, work as an accountant full time and buy food for you from a restaurant. This is a simple example for the people using absolute advantage in their real life. Okay. As in, because we know that my skills are different from your skills and your skills are different from my skills. So the skills of people differ from one person to another person. A chef can cook better than an accountant. An accountant can make accounts better than a musician. So, when producing goods and services, we can specialize people according to their skills. It will advantages for not only the one person but also for the entire society. Okay, this is the end of the section. Thank you for listening me.